What's going on tonight, guys? Happy Sunday evening. Rodney here with the Crypto Bros, and I'm just winging it tonight. I'm going to do a quick market recap. I really didn't plan or schedule anything out, so really whatever I spew out of my mouth is what you guys are going to get this evening. So the first thing I do want to start with is just kind of like a week in review, market cap, a lot of crazy good things going on this week. And before I get into that, actually, I broke 100 subscribers on YouTube. I'm super jazzed up about that. A lot of good feedback, good questions coming in. Just to share, the number one thing that I'm getting is the best way to store your IOTA. A lot of people are getting into this coin. A great long-term hold. At the end of this video, I'll post how you can actually buy it. In there, I made a complete tutorial on how to buy your IOTA using if you're starting out with Coinbase. You can follow this tutorial from start to finish. And by the end of it, you will have IOTA in your possession. Although right now I am storing it, as most people are, on an exchange, which I'm not a huge fan of. So the number one question I've been getting is how to store it, or where is the best place to store it. I have been a little on the fence with the IOTA wallet. It's been a little finicky. You got to do a couple weird things that you may not be used to. I'm doing more research into that. My goal is to have some type of solid avenue of where to store it, and right now I'm leaning towards the IOTA wallet, whereas maybe like 7 to 10 days ago I wasn't super sold on there, but I am continuing to do some research. So as soon as I find something out myself, I will get back to you guys. But in terms of getting into this video, the very first thing in terms of week in review stuff is Bitcoin futures launching. We don't really know exactly what's going on. I've read everything from it's going to be super good and we're going to see Bitcoin 20, 30K in the near future. And I've read the absolute opposite, where it's going to pull it way back to, somewhere around 8 to 10K. And what makes it challenging, and I'm seeing all these questions like, hey, is now a good time to get in? Do you think it's going farther? Are we about to take off? Really, nobody knows. This is the first time something like this has happened in terms of futures in the crypto world. So it's going to be a very interesting next couple weeks as people do it. There's a lot of big money, whales, potential manipulation that can come into the market that we haven't seen before in terms of futures. So yeah, guys, I would just say educate yourself, read some articles. No one really knows for sure. Myself, I'm hoping we see a big push towards the top. But if it goes the other way, I think that's going to be a good time to buy. Overall, long term, I still think Bitcoin is a great play. This, again, is just my opinion. I'm not an expert. I'm not a guru. I'm just an enthusiast. And everything that I have said is not financial advice, so take it for what it's worth. Anyway, the next thing. I will just quick say IOTA, I picked some up a couple hours ago. It's been dabbling within the last, I don't know, let's say 24 hours between 350 and $4, a good time to buy. But Litecoin, huge breakout over the last couple days. And the cool thing to know here is they're going to be starting their marketing campaigns soon. So they're going to compete out on a larger scale with Bitcoin and becoming a household name. And I think it's going to have a lot of benefit. And I say that because I'm a fan of marketing in a sense. I know that's a weird thing to say, but like if you have a super crappy product, but your marketing is good, like you can sell that product. And I already think Litecoin is a quality cryptocurrency. So you push some marketing towards that and it becomes more of a household name. I think we're going to see a huge run. And the thing is like at the price at 146, the psychological thing that goes on, it's like, hey, I can get into Litecoin for $150 and have one full coin, or I can get into Bitcoin at 15K. And for people coming in new, the psychological like outreach, like Bitcoin almost seems like unachievable to have one, whereas Litecoin, you can push it. Anyway, super quality coin. So you guys already know that anyway. You probably are sitting on it like most of us. So congratulations to everyone who was sitting on large amounts in this most recent the surge here. So let's see, what else do we got? Stellar Lumens, which you guys know I am a fan of, 11 cents. But the whole thing, like look at we're at the, wow, that was terrible. Sorry. We're compared against USD right now. Like everything is down and it's kind of been down. We saw a bit of uptick yesterday in a couple markets, but for the most part, everything's down. So like if you're trying to get in, like there's some good opportunities to buy. Stellar Lumens is a coin that I really like. I buy it up slowly, and I think it's a good long-term hold, but 11 cents is good to get in. If we keep scrolling, Quantum, which I bought in recently, I mean, look at, we've just been trending down, 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 and down. I think in terms of like a short-term trade, there's going to be some upside. There's some stuff happened within the last week where it really dropped off, and I think at least to get like 20% gains, like if this is your knack, this is not a bad play to get into right now. OMG, which I'm a big fan of, also down under $8. I think that's again another pretty good buy. I've been watching this for the last couple days, but I'm looking forward to a breakout at some point. Again, this is a long-term hold for me, so I'm not doing any type of wicked trading on this. And what else we got? NXT. I do sit on this. I'm actually down pretty far on this. I would say I probably bought it on the high end, but I didn't go in real heavy, so it's not a huge deal. Thing to know, there's been a lot of traders at least making projections about this breaking out soon for a couple reasons. One is there's going to be an airdrop of a coin called Ignis, and that basically means if you're holding NXT, you're going to get a free cryptocurrency, and this cryptocurrency is Ignis, and that's the only way to get that coin is to be holding on to NXT. So, you know, the rationale behind that is if you're buying this up and you're sitting on a bunch, or if people are finding out that they can get a free coin just by buying this, that they're going to buy this, get the free coin. This should drive up the price in the short term. Should be a pretty hard spike, big pump and dump. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at. And then, as I've said before, Salt, I think anywhere you can get this right around $7 is a great buy. I also am on the higher end on this, but again, this is a long-term hold. One piece to know here on this coin is that they are doing they're like exchange with Bitcoin. It's actually kind of a complicated process, but you can actually like lend, you can trade off your Bitcoin and get cash back, and they're going to be, you can like leverage that. So I don't know, it's almost like a pawn shop type of situation. I'm not going to go super in depth on that in this video, but they're going to be launching that. So we should see a little pickup in this coin within the next, I don't know, 30 to 40 days. If you can get your hands on this, I'd recommend it. Again, not financial advice, so I don't recommend it, but this is something I am sitting on. So yeah, that's what I got, guys. One thing I don't actually have right now is Vertcoin. I've been meaning to get in on this just with everything that's been going on. I haven't yet. I know that earlier in the week we were pushing $10 and we're down, and you can obviously see here by the line graph that it is down. So yeah, guys, not a bad time to buy in really on anything at this point. And I think for the most part, that pretty much wraps it up. This is like the second or third time that I've shot this, so I don't remember if I said that we broke 100 subscribers this week, which I'm super pumped about. Also, even more, I'm very thankful. So thank you guys for sticking around here with me. I think that's really cool. We got hats coming out soon. Those will be sweet. I'm going to give a few away on the channel. And actually, in terms of my lending stuff, we're going to do the Hextra Coin giveaway next Friday. So if you haven't got into that yet, or if lending is something that you may possibly be considering, check out the other videos on Hextra Coin. My payouts have been super good. Today was one of the lower ones at it was at 0.88%, but at a certain amount you do get more on top of that. So I still made 1% on that money today. But overall, those things have been going really well. The fork for Hextra Coin is December 25th, which means if you're lending or holding that coin, you also get free coin, and that coin is going to be valued at $30. So now is a really good time to get in, at least so you can get a free airdrop in terms of a coin. So yeah, guys, I think that is all I have. If you haven't jumped on the Facebook page, do it. I'm posting cool stuff all the time. I'm always on these different markets. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So happy Sunday night. If you have found these videos helpful, subscribe, toss me a like. I literally spent maybe 35 or 40 minutes today responding back to every single question I got on these videos. And I will actually mention that this week I'm super busy, but my goal is to have a good, viable solution for the IOTA, or the best place to store it. Again, I am leaning towards IOTA Wallet, but before I take the plunge there, I do want to do some research. I kind of have an idea how their wallet works. I just don't know if I'm the biggest fan of it yet, but I think it may be, or it is better than storing large amounts on an exchange. So yeah, guys, that's all I got. I'm gonna be in Chicago this week. Shoot me a message. I'm gonna be in there shooting a couple of videos, but I'll be there for work. So anyway, if you're in the area, you want to grab a drink or do something cool, talk crypto, holler at me, shoot a message. Maybe we can connect. Maybe we can't. It really just depends on my work schedule. But anyway, guys, happy Sunday night. I will see you tomorrow.